You think the more you explain, the more you chase, the more you prove how much you care, the more she'll finally value you. But the truth is the opposite. The more you overextend, the less she feels your weight, the less she fears losing you. You keep thinking your problem is that you haven't said enough, that you haven't clarified enough, that you haven't shown enough. No, your problem is that you've made your presence too cheap, too available, too easy to access, too easy to ignore. And when a man becomes easy to ignore, he starts doing desperate things. He double texts, he over explains, he checks her story, he watches her timing, he tries to decode silence by making more noise. That is exactly how he loses his power. If you need reminders like this, subscribe. Not because I need followers, because you need truth when your emotions start lying to you. You need clarity when attachment makes you weak. You need to hear this again and again until your standards become stronger than your impulses. Here's what it really means when silence changes the game. It does not mean you play mind games. It does not mean you punish. It does not mean you withdraw to manipulate. It means you stop leaking your energy into places that do not honor it. It means you stop talking people into seeing your value. It means you let absence reveal what presence was doing all along. That's called self respect. That's called emotional discipline. That's called finally understanding that attention is not love, access is not loyalty, and constant contact is not connection. The misconception is simple. You think if she misses you, she will act right. You think if you go silent, she'll suddenly wake up, panic, and run back. Sometimes she will, sometimes she won't. And if your entire strategy depends on her reaction, then you're still trapped. Do you understand that? If you go silent just to control her emotions, you are still controlled by her emotions. That is not power. That's dependence wearing a mask. So here's the hard truth. Silence only works when it comes from a man who is no longer bargaining for crumbs. Silence only has weight when it is backed by standards, direction, and the willingness to lose what does not align. Otherwise, it's just another tactic from a man who is still begging internally. And women can feel that. People can feel that. They can feel when your silence is clean, and they can feel when it's just delayed desperation. Why does this happen? Root cause. You got attached before you got clarity. You gave emotional access before there was consistency. You let chemistry outrun character. You made her potential more important than her pattern. That's what happened. You saw glimpses and called it promise. You saw attention and called it depth. You saw moments and called it meaning. And because you invested too early, now every little shift in her energy feels like a threat to your peace. That's not love. That's instability. That's you building emotional dependence on inconsistent reinforcement. That's called addiction to uncertainty. And let me tell you what that costs. It costs your focus. It costs your sleep. It costs your edge. It costs your dignity in little pieces, not all at once. That would be obvious. No, it drains you quietly. One extra message you shouldn't have sent, one more explanation no one asked for, one more night replaying conversations, one more morning checking if she viewed your story, one more compromise, one more hit to your self respect. You stop training. You stop creating. You stop leading your own life. You stop being the man you were before this emotional chaos took over. You stop. You stop. You stop. And the worst part is, you tell yourself it's because you care. No, it's because you abandoned structure. So let's reframe this the right way. Silence is not a weapon. Silence is a filter. Silence is where reality gets exposed. When you stop forcing contact, you see who reaches. When you stop initiating every emotional bridge, you see who wants connection and who only wanted convenience. When you stop performing value, you discover whether your presence was appreciated or merely consumed. That's the point. Not to make her addicted, to make yourself unavailable for disrespect. Not to make her cry, to make yourself clear. Now, listen carefully, because these are the 6 silence rules that change everything if you actually live them. The first rule is this: stop explaining what should already be obvious. If someone repeatedly experiences your effort, your consistency, your care, and still treats you casually, more words will not fix that. More paragraphs will not create vision in someone committed to blindness. You keep thinking the next perfect message will make her understand. It won't. Understanding is rarely the issue. Priority is the issue. Interest is the issue. Readiness is the issue. So stop explaining your worth to people who have already had enough access to recognize it. Silence there is not coldness, it is closure without drama. The second rule: do not interrupt distance that she created. If she pulls away, let the space speak. Most men panic here. They rush in, they ask what changed, they ask if everything is okay. They try to rescue the connection before the connection has even decided whether it wants to survive. Bad move, because now you teach her that every time she withdraws, you will chase harder. Every time she goes cold, you will bring warmth. Every time she creates confusion, you will provide certainty. And what happens then? She learns she can destabilize you without consequence. Never reward ambiguity with more access. Let distance reveal intent. The third rule: do not fill silence with performance. This is where a lot of men lose it. She gets quiet, so suddenly he starts posting more, hinting more, trying to look unbothered, trying to trigger a reaction, trying to seem mysterious. That's not grounded silence. That's insecurity broadcasting in a new language. If you are silent, be silent for real. No coded messages, no emotional bait, no indirect cries for validation. Clean silence, quiet mind, busy hands, full life, because the purpose is not to create fantasy in her head. The purpose is to restore order in yours. The fourth rule: let your silence be backed by substance. This one is everything. Silence from a man with no mission feels empty. Silence from a man with purpose feels expensive. You want your absence to have weight. Build a life that cannot be reduced to one person's attention. Train your body. Build your work. Protect your time. Strengthen your circle. Fix your finances. Sharpen your mind. Deepen your faith. Whatever your pillars are, stand on them. Because when you have no center, silence just becomes loneliness. But when you have a center, silence becomes peace. The fifth rule: never break silence out of discomfort. Break it only out of clarity. This is where emotional mastery separates men from boys. Most people don't reach out because they have something meaningful to say. They reach out because they cannot tolerate uncertainty. They want relief. They want reassurance. They want a response to calm the storm in their chest. But relief is not a reason. Anxiety is not a strategy. If you are about to text because you feel restless, don't. If you are about to call because your imagination is spiraling, don't. Sit in it. Feel it. Let it burn without making it somebody else's responsibility. That's strength. The sixth rule: when silence gives you the answer, accept the answer. This is the one most men refuse. They say they want clarity, but what they really want is a favorable outcome, not the same thing. Silence will tell you a lot. It will tell you if she misses you. It will tell you if she respects you. It will tell you if she only liked your attention. It will tell you if the bond was mutual or if you were carrying it alone. And if the answer hurts, good. Pain with truth is still better than comfort with illusion. Stop asking reality to dress up before you accept it. Now, let me show you the archetype. The man who understands this does not shake when the phone is quiet. He does not build his identity around being chosen. He does not confuse attention with alignment. He knows exactly who he is when no one is texting him back. He has a pace. He has priorities. He has standards that do not bend just because he feels lonely on a Tuesday night. He can care without collapsing. He can desire without chasing. He can walk away without needing to be hated, vindicated, or understood. Why? Because his self-respect is not on loan to somebody else's mood. That man is grounded. He does not use silence to punish. He uses silence to preserve peace. He does not disappear for drama. He steps back for truth. He does not need to announce his value. His life reflects it. His routines reflect it. His boundaries reflect it. He does not beg for reciprocity. He notices the lack of it and he adjusts. That's the man who becomes unforgettable, not because he played a character, but because he stopped betraying himself. So, what do you do now? Do this. Stop narrating your pain to the person causing your confusion. Stop checking for signals every hour. Stop creating stories from delays, likes, half effort, mixed energy. Redirect your attention to what is concrete: your body, your work, your standards, your environment, your habits. Clean your room, finish the task, go train, drink water, call your people, get sunlight, read something real, handle your business, then sit still. Let the urge pass. Let the nervous system settle. Let your mind detox from the need to be chosen. And if she reaches out, respond. Don't perform. Be calm. Be measured. No emotional dump. No hidden resentment. No fake indifference either. Just clarity. If the energy is real, you'll see it in consistency. Not in one message. Not in one late night confession. Not in one I miss you. Patterns. Watch patterns. Respect patterns. Decide from patterns. And if she doesn't reach out, there is your answer. Not because you are worthless, because the fit is wrong, because the timing is wrong, because her interest is limited, because her capacity is low, because not everyone who touches your emotions deserves a place in your future. Stop turning rejection into self indictment. Sometimes the lesson is not be more. Sometimes the lesson is leave sooner. You have to understand the binary here: presence versus silence, reality versus fantasy, attachment versus discipline, neediness versus groundedness. One side makes you leak, the other makes you lead. One side keeps you spinning, the other brings you back to center. Which one do you think restores your power? Which one do you think makes you attractive? Not just to her, but to life itself. Because this goes beyond women, this goes beyond dating. This is about the kind of man you become when life does not go your way. Do you fold? Do you chase? Do you negotiate your standards because your emotions got loud? Or do you stay solid? Do you tell the truth? Do you keep moving? That is the real test. Anyone can feel strong when they're being chosen. Character shows when they're not. So, no, the goal is not to make her addicted. The goal is to stop being addicted to external validation. No, the goal is not to make her cry missing you. The goal is to become the kind of man who no longer cries over people who could not see his value clearly. That is a completely different level of freedom. That is self reclamation. That is maturity. That is what your silence is for. And if this stings, good. Let it sting. Some truths are supposed to sting before they set you free. You do not need another soothing lie. You need a standard. You need a spine. You need a reset. You need to remember that your life was never meant to revolve around one person's inconsistency. You are not here to beg for clarity from confusion. You are not here to chase reciprocal energy out of someone who keeps rationing it. You are not here to perform loyalty for people who treat your presence like background noise. You are here to build a life so rooted in purpose, standards, and self respect that anything misaligned becomes obvious fast. So breathe, pull your energy back, get quiet for the right reasons. Let silence do what arguments never could. Let it expose, let it filter, let it teach, let it return you to yourself. You are the answer, not her text, not her apology, not her realization. You, your standards, your discipline, your willingness to walk away from what costs your peace. That is the reset. That is the comeback. That is the identity shift. If you want more truth like this, subscribe, because you do not need more comfort than your life can afford. You need reminders that bring you back to center. You need clarity when your emotions get loud. And if you're building that stronger version of yourself, you belong here.